Hi, my name is Sam Johnson and I'm a voice teacher. Today I will be reacting to and analyzing BTS performing Dynamite at the Tiny Desk concert series.
Cause I'm in the stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire, set the night light. JK! Hey! Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Woo! King Kong, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top, LeBron. Hey! Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice day, and I get my ping pong. Hey!
This day, heavy, hey, hit the bass, boom, I'm ready. Woo-hoo! Life's sweet as honey, yeah, this beach chain like money.
I love that high harmony. It's so fun. They sound great together. And even the times that I'm like, is it actually using tuning? Is like, they're so good. They can sing in a way that sounds like it's got tuning on it, even if it doesn't 100% have tuning. But I'm pretty sure a lot of what they have has tuning. I also think are talented enough singers and live with the kind of music that they do enough that they could probably get a lot of it clear enough that we'd be like, is it? Which is fun. Like, it's really interesting music. Good pop stuff.
You know I glow. Hey, so let's go. Cause I'm in the stars tonight.
Yeah, that's
So
definitely
watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey, it's shining through the city with a little fucking soul. Like dynamite.
I love that. He went up to that B flat, or the B. It sounded like it was a totally connected full voice sound. Is it chest voice? No. Is it head voice? Probably. Is it mixed voice? Maybe. I like calling it mixed voice because that makes the most sense to me, because it's like, well, I feel it in my head, but it sounds like chest. Mix is a weird term that a lot of people use these days, and you could ask 100 different teachers what mix means, and you'd get probably 95 different answers. How it makes sense to me is you're mixing if it sounds seamless as you're going between chest and head.
Whoa, hey. Bring a friend, join the crowd, whoever wanna come along. Hey. Roll up, talk, just a move right up the world. Hey. Down nice, skies and lights, so we dance the perfect dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine, so you should keep your eyes on the ball. This is getting heavy, can you hear the bass boom, my man?
He's got a lot of depth to his voice. It's interesting, all of their voices are different, obviously, they're different people. They all kind of seem to have their own lane of sounds that they make, and his has got a little bit more of that depth, the buh. It's kind of like a woofer versus a tweeter, and some of the other ones have a little bit more of that trebly tweeter sound. See, there's a lot more treble in his sound.
I'm diamond, you know I glow. Hey, let's go. Cause I'm in the stars tonight. Okay. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light.
Good. So he is going from more of a flip place down into more of a chesty place compared to the other singer who was holding on to more of that full voice sound all the way through. So he's going from a flip place to a more full voice place. Again, like all these words, they mean as much as they make sense to an individual, but like they're kind of tough because there's no like really specific definition for a lot of them. But you hear there was a little extra breathiness and then it went away because of the processing, and also because you can sing in a flipped sound and still have it be clear. That's not what's happening with him right now. It is flipped, but then like the computer is making it sound as clear as it does. But it's that da da da. So you can get it to be clear, or you can have it be breathy. Da 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 da, or da 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 da. It still has a change in tone when it comes back into that more full voice place. It's also got a change in volume, and that's another big indicator of if it's flipped or full voice.
Hey, shining through the city with a little focus on. Light me up like dynamite.
Awesome.
Whoa, hey.
Life is dynamite. Life is dynamite.
I like on that might. Dynamite. It's not dynamite. We don't get that massive change in mouth aperture, so we don't get a very big change in tonal quality, even though it's going between different parts of your range. Yeah, that's all full. He's dope. Like, he's probably my favorite vocalist of them.
Okay.
Cool. So that time, like most of the time that I've heard him sing, he's been going into that really full belty place up at the top of his voice. That time he did make it a very obvious flip. He backed off on the volume. That's the first sign of like, oh, it's the same notes, but it's like a totally different volume thing. And that's going to make it sound flippy. He added in a little bit of extra breathiness. But when he came back down, it still came into that more modal full voice place where it lost some of that breathy quality. And just by hearing the sound, you can kind of hear, oh, that he's going to feel it a little bit lower because it doesn't have this tonal quality of if you were pulling falsetto or head voice down really low. Da, 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 da. See how it kind of goes into this kind of sound? What he did is not that. It became a much more clear sound at the bottom. And I think that's really good singing. I think it's super healthy singing. It's repeatable. Everything I've heard from him is great. I stan this guy now. I don't know your name. I will learn it, and I will probably forget it, but I stan you.
So watch me bring the fire, set the night light.
Yeah, he's great.
Shining through the city with the little fucking soul.
Yeah.
Light it up like dynamite.
That time on his approach up, he kept the vowels kind of narrow, which makes it have the similar sound all the way through. He kept his vocal fold resistance fairly similar, which makes it have a similar sound all the way through. It's just minimal changes. And that made it sound like a more full sound all the way through compared to when most of the times I've heard him in this song so far, he's kind of flipped for those top notes for a stylistic effect. But you can hear with someone that's like flipping for effect versus flipping because they have to, based on how they approach it. And everything that he's done, it's like, oh, the approach is great. He could do that in full voice if he wanted to, and then he did it. It's still a very open place. We're really high. We're up at the C sharp. Little. It's not little. Like how you make your vowels is probably the most important thing that you can do. They've all got great vowels. And obviously, like if you don't know how to let it transition between chest and head, great vowels won't save you. If you don't know how to hold on to the feeling of full voice as it moves into your head voice, great vowels won't save you. But like that's the most impactful thing that I think most singers can work on is, are your vowels nice? Are they working all the way through? They're all so good. Oh my gosh. I like him too. Jeez. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey.
I get it now. Yeah, like I've liked all of the things I've seen of BTS, but this is my favorite thing I've seen from BTS. It's got great vocal performances from everyone involved. It's a really catchy song. It's fun to sing along to. It's hard to sing along to. It's legitimately really difficult to sing along to some of these notes. Like getting up to that C sharp and that full voice place, that takes a lot of finesse for a lot of people. Even how smoothly they're going back and forth between the more breathy falsetto and the clean falsetto, as you hear from some of them, and the more full voice thing, regardless of what effects are on it, which there are effects. So if you like, if that's all you take away from this, of like Sam said there are effects and I don't like that he said that, so this is that's, you're just like ignorant. Effects are on pretty much everything that you hear these days. If you are listening to a contemporary top 40 release, it's got tuning on it. It's got compression on it. It's got all of these things on it. It sounds wrong if it doesn't at this point. They're kind of in this song walking the line between using it as a effect like Kanye does or T-Pain does and using it just for that polishing off thing. And it kind of, depending on the phrase, it feels like it's turned up a little bit more or turned down. And I think that's really lovely and innovative because it's like blurring those lines. But you can hear how talented someone is, even with some of that other stuff taken out, some of those frequencies that get taken out from the post-processing. You can hear that they're approaching it in a really healthy way. You can hear that even if you took that stuff off, they would be on tune because like it's more a quality of sound thing at this point rather than a,
oh, you're using auto-tune because you can't sing on tune. You can't sing on pitch.
Like, it's just not true. It's just straight up not true. These guys are great. Yeah, I like the song a lot. I'm gonna listen to this song more. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Go check out the links in my description. I've got a link to my Discord, which is a really awesome community. Come talk to people about singing and about being nice to other people. And I hope to see you there. Take care.